I think that mental toughness was on display. Florida State made one of very few runs in this game and got it, Brian, to 5, maybe a half dozen. And then Michigan answered with a sequence that basically took the game out of Florida State's reach.
Well, it was a situation where Florida State made a run. All of a sudden, they went with a horn set, double action, high-low, then led to a layup. Michigan was able to get a stop, then came down, hit Austin Davis again for a high-low pass for another layup. Then they got one more stop, and then Mike Smith was able to drive. We saw that highlight earlier in the show where he was able to score and won. I thought that sequence right there was crucial, and then Michigan continued just to build from there.
50 points in the paint in this game, and that's against a Florida State team that Juwan Howard described as ridiculously long, said he was concerned about what they could do defensively to Michigan. They weren't able to do much, and on the flip side, Michigan just really frustrated a Florida State team that is not a very good shooting team to start, but in this game, Michigan gave the Seminoles absolutely no room.
Well, and it started with the turnovers. You know, when you look at it, Michigan was able to get 10 turnovers in the first half from Florida State. I thought that was huge in this game. It was able to get a lead early on. You could see it made Florida State look a little uneasy at times. Some of that was just Florida State. But I thought Michigan set the tone, and because they set that tone, it really led to them and having those turnovers.
I think it's also interesting that, Brian, the story now is no longer Isaiah Livers, Juwan Howard, Franz Wagner. Everyone has been more than willing to address it, but this team has clearly shown it can do everything it needs to do, even without a future pro like Livers able to play.
Well, you talk about this team, and they've had guys step up time and time again, and I think that's been crucial. When you look at this, there's been a different player for this Michigan team throughout the tournament that have stepped up, and I think you're going to continue to see that. They're going to have this on Tuesday when they play to get to that next round again, to get to that Final Four. But they've shown it, and I think that's what has been one of the most impressive things with this Michigan team. It hasn't been one player. They've got a lot of talent, but it hasn't been one player that they've had to rely on.
All right, I know you're not going anywhere, not quite yet, because we have much more on Michigan's next opponent. In case you didn't watch the games tonight, a little bit of a surprise. I don't want to ruin it.